Hi everyone and welcome to this YouTube channel. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. Most adorable little bridesmaids and groomsmen. As the host of a wedding, it's your job to ensure that every role is filled. Whether it is large or small or takes place at the ceremony or reception. Most people are familiar with the basic positions in a wedding, but there are a plethora of lesser-known wedding roles. Assigning a person a role in a wedding is also an effective way to honor them if they are not included in the wedding party. Unless you plan to have a massive entourage up at the altar, that is. To help you plan a day that includes all of the most important people in your life, we're discussing ideas for both traditional and non-traditional wedding roles, with tasks for anyone from your 12 best friends to a third cousin twice removed. Primary wedding roles, listed first things first. Let's review the primary or traditional wedding roles. These roles are usually the first to be filled, as they ensure a much smoother wedding day. The majority fall under the category of wedding party roles, including the bride and groom, bridesmaids and groomsmen, and the officiant. The other wedding positions are optional, depending on your personal preference and if there are enough additional people to fill the roles. Bride and groom. A bride and groom, it's a no-brainer that these roles will have to be filled for a wedding. But we're here to discuss roles for non-bridesmaids, as well as other non-members of the wedding party. Still, you need at least 2 people to fill these roles, or there really isn't much of a point to continue. Matron and man of honor. The most important wedding role, aside from the bride and groom, is the maid of honor. She will stand directly next to the bride as her closest friend and supporter. But much more important than that, she will take on a much larger set of responsibilities leading up to the wedding, such as helping the bride with her wedding day attire and other wedding planning tasks, such as hosting a memorable bridal shower and bachelorette party, delivering an impressive wedding speech and toast. Little bridesmaids. You probably know what a bridesmaid is, but do you know what they are responsible for? Yes, a bridesmaid is one of your best friends and someone you believe will support you throughout your engagement and on the day of your wedding. They are meant to assist with wedding planning and similar tasks like dress shopping. A junior bridesmaid is the same as a bridesmaid, but earns this title because she is younger, typically between the age of 9 and 14. They usually partake in most bridesmaid activities and may help out where they feel like it, although they typically will not attend the bachelorette party. Best man and woman. A best man is essentially the same as the maid of honor, with slightly different wedding tasks. The responsibilities of a best man include supporting the groom throughout the wedding planning process and standing next to him on the day of the wedding. He usually helps keep the groom organized, as well as the other groomsmen, and hosts the bachelor party. Sometimes he will be tasked with holding onto the bride's rings, and as always, he will need to deliver a great and appropriate wedding speech. Little groomsmen. Similar to bridesmaids, groomsmen are tasked with supporting the groom and assisting with wedding-related jobs. A groomsman's responsibility differs, however, in that they are usually much less involved, unless otherwise requested. They remain hands-off, except for attending a suit fitting and helping to plan the bachelor party. Sometimes they might double as an usher to help guide guests at the wedding. The same applies to junior groomsmen, who often consist of younger siblings or cousins. Officiant. Every wedding needs an officiant, whether the ceremony is religious or not. This person leads the ceremony and takes care of the marriage license, at least filling out and signing it anyways. More religious weddings may assign the role of officiant to ministers, priests, pastors, or rabbis. Other traditional options include judges, county clerks, and so on. At this point in time, however, most anyone can become legally ordained. If you want to honor a specific person with this role, ask them to become ordained online via the organization of their choosing. Ringbearer. The role of a ringbearer is simple. and the perfect job for a young man under the age of 8. They will simply walk down the aisle carrying the rings, but not the real ones. Let's be honest, trusting a kid with your sentimental and very expensive jewelry is a risk. One we aren't on par with. This role is more of a cute tradition than anything, so don't take it too seriously. Have fun and let your little one have fun too. Flower girl. Similar to the ringbearer, a flower girl is a traditional role. This job entails walking down the aisle alongside the ringbearer, dropping flower petals along the way. Your flower girl should also be under the age of 8. You can find an adorable, age-appropriate flower girl's dress over at the wedding shop. As with the ringbearer, have fun with this wedding role. For example, consider letting her walk with the family dog. Parents of the bride and groom roles. The parents of the bride and groom take a very active and honored role in the wedding. They are giving their kids away, but also enjoy making this milestone everything that their children have ever dreamed of. Mother of the bride. The role of the mother of the bride is actually quite similar to a bridesmaid. She will help the bride plan the wedding, perhaps being more hands-on, and support her throughout the process. At present, she usually assists with planning the bridal shower, along with the bride's aunts or cousins. If she likes, she may give a speech or toast at the rehearsal dinner or reception. Mother of the groom. As the mother of the groom, wedding tasks will vary. It usually depends on how much help the bride wants or needs. She often helps host pre-wedding events and supports her son throughout the wedding planning and on the big day. She too may give a speech or toast and will also enjoy a mother-son dance at the reception. Father of the bride. In the past, the largest responsibility of the father of the bride has been paying for the wedding, but it is no longer as common. His main tasks occur on the day of the wedding. Typically, he will have a first look with the bride, will almost always give a speech, as well as partake in a father-daughter dance. Father of the groom. The father of the groom doesn't necessarily have any traditional responsibilities. He will often pay for the rehearsal dinner as well as the wedding bar. However, you are welcome to provide him with additional roles, such as greeting guests on the big day or helping usher relatives to their seats. Alternative wedding roles and responsibilities. Looking for additional wedding roles for friends? There are plenty of non-wedding party-related roles at a wedding. They're the perfect way to honor other friends or family, whether the task is large or small. The reality is that having additional people help with your wedding will lessen the burden you feel and make these people feel special due to being involved. Conclusion. Assigning these wedding jobs is just one of many steps on a wedding to-do list, but a necessary one, especially early on. In doing so, you will have all of the support you need throughout the wedding planning process, plus one of many weights off of your shoulders. It is our personal hope at the wedding shop that this list of wedding roles and responsibilities will help you better prepare for your big day. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button. Also, subscribe to our channel before you go.